In Oprah.com, it says, and it's true, that health coaching is built around the latest science and motivation around behavioral change. So coaches give you a key role in determining your action plan and help you lay out a step-by-step format and support you along the way. So what exactly does that mean? So in the 90-day program and in the new Kickstart, the 2020 Kickstart, is that you're going to start off, and we do start off, working on your visions and your goals for your health. It's what you want, what you think you want, and then we go a little bit deeper and we build out your vision there, and we go into your why and your why beneath your why, and then we go further again and we look to building you some anchors. So all of this doesn't make a lot of sense if you haven't gone through the process yet. But the reason behind it is a lot of people come to health coaching because they're identifying they want to lose weight. But if it's just a focus on the number on the scale, when times get tough, a number on the scale is not going to motivate you in 99% of the time, right? Like, people give up. So life is not all unicorns and rainbows, and things do get tough. So we need those anchors and visions and our why beneath our why, and we really need to understand them and resonate with them. And often, you know, what people come up with in their first round of this work is pretty superficial and surface, and then it evolves, and then we get to what the real reasons are that they need and want for their health. And that's what keeps you going. That's what keeps you going when the scale isn't moving, and it can go a long time without moving. More often than not, it's the body that is changing, you know, and shifting shape. When we're losing weight, and if you've carried weight for a certain amount of time or extended amount of time, even you could have lost that weight. So you could have lost the fat, but your body is filling up your fat cells, okay, with fluid, and it is not going to let the fat cells go away because it thinks it needs to save them for you, that it's coming back, that you are going to be into this stress mode, and it needs it, and it thinks it's doing its job holding that. So you could be losing more fat, but you're holding fluid, and so the number on the scale doesn't reflect necessarily. It's not a linear loss of the work you've been doing. And that's where you'll hear sometimes people say they finally got a swoosh effect. And that does happen. Like, it does happen. So these things are really trying when you're doing everything you can do to lose weight and you feel like you're not progressing. You need to really be grounded by your vision and your anchors and your whys, because that's what's going to keep you going. And then we look towards the health improvements. So what is happening in our body that we can identify that is better than when we started? And we go through that process. Okay, so the article goes on to say, so health coaches are like therapists. They want to help you change your mindset and behavior, and by an extension, improve your life. True. So mindset and behavior are what the coaching aspect is all about. And so that's why, you know, this Kickstart has 3 coaching sessions in it, and the 90-day has 13 coaching sessions in it. It is that one-on-one coaching that allows you to work on your mindset and behavior modifications. You have to clear out the old to make room for your new, okay? And then we have to build each week on what comes up for you and what are your key kind of pillars that need to be improved in your health, and everybody's different. So it's crazy, like the success that people have in 28 days. That's amazing. So if you can just imagine what you can achieve over a longer period of time. So women who do have a significant amount of insulin resistance, so if you are on the heavier side And some of that, or most of it, is around your belly, your bra straps, rounded neck. They are all signs of insulin resistance. And insulin resistance can take 6 to 2 years to start to really shift and see a difference in. It is not an overnight thing. There are markers that will improve along the way. So skin tags fall off, which is really good. Your sleep improves, which is also has to do with insulin resistance and things like that. So it's important for you to keep referring back to why you're doing things and what is feeling better, even when the scale is not working. Okay, so the article in Oprah.com goes on to say that it's not the coach's role to make diagnosis or prescribe medication, which is 100% true. So clearly not qualified, haven't gone to medical school to do that. So what my role is to work with your medical team, your doctors, your dietitians, if you do have them and they're engaged with you. So I have paperwork, a notebook, to give to your doctor based on my practice of how I work with you. And I also ask for special blood test results if that's of interest, and I ask and I'm available for them to speak with as well if they have any concerns. So especially with type 2 diabetics, it's a really good channel to have an open communication about what we're working on and what they would like. I'd like them to monitor your medication, because in most cases that medication can be reduced or eliminated over a period of time. So that's awesome news. So the article goes on to say one of the reasons that a coach is so effective is that when we tell another person that we're going to do something and they know this, and we have to report back to them, that we exert extra effort to make sure we follow through. So I think that that's pretty true, and people that were in the last 28 days and in the 90 days know that I can be a little bit of a stalker. And that it helps, right? Like if you are in a program that is for hundreds or thousands, and some people are selling to millions, that has a small price tag attached to it. It either sits in your email address and you don't, email box, I have lots of them, and you don't action it because there's no accountability. You're just a number and you got this information and you don't really know what to do with it, etc. So by being accountable with a coach one-on-one, you can't hide, right? Like you are a person, I see you and I listen to you, and you see me and I'm accountable to you. It's a two-way partnership. So that is definitely one of the most beneficial aspects and points of difference of working in one of our programs, basically, and being accountable. That it is, you are a person, right? Like, and it isn't just about the 28 days or isn't just about the 90 days. It's really about your journey and being part of that journey with you. Okay, so that's some of the points from the Oprah.com magazine about health coaches.